Okay, hello guys, and welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to sew this corset. So you can see it's a draped corset. So this was what I came up with at the end of the day. It came out really fine. Yes, the style came out fine. So you can follow all of the tips. So you can see the front, you can follow all of the tips, and then you learn how to actually do the cutting and the sewing. So like I said, the tutorial or the cutting part is on my YouTube channel already, and then this is the second part, which is the sewing part of the draped corset. So that's what we are going to learn how to do today. It is a simple process. Yes, even as a beginner you can follow these steps and then you will know how to do the sewing. So these are all of the pieces. So after I finish cutting, I iron hairstay on the lining piece, and then on the on the fabric piece, and then on the lining I ironed my gum stay, and then on the bustier part I ironed wording on it. So please, if you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button. I would appreciate that. Okay, so this is the back piece. So the first thing you're going to do, you're just going to hold them together. You know, it was divided into three parts, so you just stitch them together. So that's what I was trying to explain there. I'll still show you guys how to do the sewing. So this is the front part, which is the bustier part. So what I'm doing initially, that's I'm doing the sewing. So you put the cups together, that's for the front part. You can decide to pin them together like this, because you can see how I'm pinning them in the way you are going to do the stitching for the front part. So basically both for the back, just follow all of the lines. That's like literally place all of them together and then sew them back. So you can see, so this is one part and then this is the other part. The front also is divided into three because of the dart lines. Okay, so that was why it was divided into three, and then I'll place them all this way and then I will stitch them down. So you can see, like I said, it is a simple process. All of those parts, just follow the straight line and then do the stitching. So stitch it how you'd normally do your bust here. So this is like a Victorian kind of corset. Okay, so it's not cupped ones. Okay, so you just stitch everything down. So you stitch the lining and then you stitch the fabric. So once you are done, we'll take it back to our table and then I open them up and we will do the ironing. So that's for the back, and then this part also now. So you just stitch them just like I explained earlier. Do all of the stitching, stitch them straight, just run all of the stitches straight down to the end. Okay, so like I said, please, if you find this video helpful, please, I would appreciate for you to just like the video. Okay, please share it with your friends. Okay, so this was after sewing, so you can see how it looks. So what you are going to do depends on the boning that you are going to do. So what I did, I opened up my seam and then ironed them. So this is the lining piece. So can you see, this was where I ironed my wording. I did not iron it on the main fabric, I did it on the lining. So now all of my seams, so I opened them up. That's, I opened them like butterfly them. What I mean, just open them flat and then I did the ironing. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do for the style line for the down, I want to create that curve. It is a simple process. You can actually do that on your pattern or you can follow it and do it this way. So I came up by like 3 inches. So let me just adjust the camera so you can see what I am doing. So I came up by like 3 inches. So from this part, can you see the way I curved it? I curved it, and then that part that I came up by 3 inches, I just terminated the curve at the end. Can you see? So that's the front part. So just create a curve, just like an inverted curve. Yes, so you can see, just create it, that part, and then bring it to the down part of the waistline of the front, and then create a small, like a small round basque. Can you see the way I did it? Just create it this way and then just cut that off. So like I said, you can do it on the pattern or you can decide to do it this way that I did my own. So this, I'm just trying to navigate that curve for the front so you can see. So you just curve it, just come up. So You can see, so I'm just trying to trim it. So I actually decided to use my free hand, and then I'll open this up and check. Okay, so I think it's okay. So this is the back part. So for the back part, that down part, I actually trimmed it a little bit. So you can see that part, I trimmed it. You know, it was supposed to be round, but I trimmed that round part off. I did not want it. So now I'm going to explain to you. So this one, this is the front. If you want it to be very deep, you come up more. So you can see, remember I came up like 4 inches or 5 inches, no, about 4 inches, and then navigated the curve that way. So I came up, okay, and then just to create that curve. So it is better for you to cut it a little bit less if you feel that it's not high enough, and then you recut. So now what I did, now I placed the lining on my fabric, that's the actual corset part. So I placed the lining of the corset on the lining of the fabric. So you can see, so what I did, as I placed it, I'm trimming it. So I want to trim it to be equal. So that's the essence of doing this. So you can see that down part of the front of the corset. You can see the way I am curving out that part. And then for the boning, so what I did a stitch on boning. That's like an inseam, no, not, sorry, not an inseam, a stitch on boning. That's what I did. So what I mean by a stitch on boning, I open, you remember the seam that I opened, that's the front seam. I placed a boning on each side and then stitched it down. You understand? So you can, there are different ways of doing boning. You can decide to do the one that you will stitch, like you cut out a fabric. I have a video of it on my channel. I think this tutorial, I'm going to do it one of these days again. I'll repeat it. Different type of boning, how to do different type of boning. So this one is like a double stitch boning. Yes, I think that's the right word. You can see it. So what you do, you open it. So those seam, as you stitch and you open up the seam, you are going to take the boning and place it on each side, and then you stitch it down. So you have that nice looking tight stitch. Or other than that, you can do the one that you use the fabric to sew. So that's it. So the next thing, I'm just going to iron this up, and then this is my piece. So what I want to do, I want to do an inseam sewing. So inseam means I'm going to sew lining separate and then sew fabric separate. So this is my fabric piece for the corset. I am going to join it on the side. So I'm joining the back to the front. So I've joined them together. So this is the lining also. So for the lining also, I joined the back of the lining to the front of the lining on the side seam, and then I'll take the corset and place it and then stitch it on top. You understand? Like I said, I'm doing an inseam, so I'm not stitching the side and I'm not stitching the down part. Okay, so after that, I'm going to flip that open, and then I'll give it a good press. So after everything, so for the boning case, I actually did not show that part on this video. So I actually thought I recorded it, but it's like this video disappeared. So that's it. So I'm going to drop a link in case you don't know how to do a boning case. Sorry, a back corset case. I'll show you guys in that other video. I'm so sorry about that. So this is the dress after sewing the corset. The next thing we want to do the drape. Okay, so this is the corset back that I was talking about. I did not see the videos, like whether I did not record or it got deleted. I really don't know what happened. So I'm so sorry about that. So this is the fabric that I want to use to do the drape. Okay, so I have about, it's more than 60 inches. That's the length, so you can make it as long as you want. And then the width, also the width is about 25. This was what I had left from my fabric, because I actually used about 3 yards of fabric for this tutorial. Yes, so that's what I had left. So that's what I'm going to work with. So it might not be much, but it's okay. So I came to the back, just the line, this boning line before the boning case. So I'm going to pleat everything that I have here. I'm just going to pleat it to get to a part where the cup of the corset is. So you can see, so I'm just kind of like draping it. So when you say drape is like you kind of gathering or pleating. So that's just the professional word, you understand? for it. So like I said, please, if you find this video helpful, like the video. If you have not subscribed to Stylish Naija YouTube channel, please, I would appreciate for you to subscribe. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. See the way I'm pleating it. So after pleating it, I'm going to carry this. The best way for you to achieve a best fitting for this is for you to do this on your client's body. That's just the truth. You have to drape. When it comes to draping, you drape on the person's body. If the person is not around, you use another person's body, but drape it on a human being. So that will help you to know the right measurement. If you have a dress form that has sleeve, that has hands, it will still be okay. So I'm just showing you guys. So the next thing, I'm going to carry this. I'll bring it this way. So I just opened up a little bit since it was not on a human. I am trying to pleat this at the top part of the cup of the corset. That's that chest part close to the bust area. So that's what I'm trying to do. So everything you are doing when it comes to draping is, like I told you, just like you are literally gathering or pleating. So that is what it is all about. So you can see I'm just using my hand to bring everything together, and then I'll place it at that tip of that bust area, and then just like the chest area rather, and then I will pleat this. So you can, if you are doing it on your actual client, you can just go ahead and use your needle immediately and sew and tack. So this part now, you can see I am pinning because I am going to stitch this down. So after that part, after the truth of the matter is that this dress at the end of the day, I actually did not use this particular drape. Yes, I changed it. So I did not want to like copy this one because the dress is for me. I actually did not want to copy the original design, like so it's everything. I most times I really don't like that. But if a client says sew it for me, like sew this tie for me, I'll sew it the way you want it. But if it is my own personal one, I usually don't do that. I must change something in my own. So I actually did not use this particular drape. At the end of the day, I still scattered it and did my own design. Okay, so that's that. But for this, since I'm teaching, so I'm showing you guys the exact thing that is there. So you bring it down. So after pinning it to that chest part, you bring it down to this. You just bring it a little bit below the bust, and then you pleat it at that point again. So you can see, so you just pleat it, and then since I'm using pins, I will just like pin everything down again to that down part. Okay, so after pinning it at that down part, you are going to carry it again, take it to the other part of the chest, the other part of the bust. Okay, so just keep pleating, keep pleating. You can use your needle and your thread, like I said, use your needle and your thread. So at that point, I'm just trying to look at the picture. You understand? So you can see I brought it back to the other part of the chest again. You pin it on that part, and then you use your hand to gather it. So that is what the drape is about. Gather it or pleat it. Just hold it, use your hand, hold it one, gather it together, and then take it to that chest part again. Can you see? You can see, make sure you are using your hand to arrange it as you are doing it, and then you pin them. Make sure you have plenty pins. Okay, so at the end of the day, you pin that, and then the down part also, you are going, everything you are doing, just be looking at it as you are doing it and be gathering it. So you bring it to the edge of like the chest, like the edge towards the armhole part. You pin it there. You pin it there. Okay, so like I said, this tie that I'm doing now is for the original picture that I showed. Okay, so just keep pleating that, and keep pleating it. So just continue, just pleat it. So at the end of the day, I'm just trying to adjust my camera. So I've finished pleating that one down. So the next one that is remaining now is the last one for the other armhole. So you can see the way I'm using my hands to gather it again. So you gather it, so, and then you turn it like this. Just make sure that that part is hand can pass through it. You understand? You know it is a drape, so it cannot be too big. That's, it cannot be, it's better for it to be bigger than for it to be too small. You understand? So because if it's falling, is the if it's falling down is finer. That's if it's dropping down rather, it is finer. So you bring it to the back, and then you pleat it at the back. So this back part that I'm pleating it now is the side before the boning and before the corset lines. That's the, the eyelet lines. So that's it. I'm just draping it close to it. It did not get to the eyelet area. It did not get to that corset back line. So you just gather it. Can you see the way I'm placing that? So like I said, you can actually do this on your client. Please like this video, okay, if you find this helpful. So at the end of the day, just gather it, split it, and then do the sewing. So this was how it looked after everything. So I'm just going to show you guys so you can see. So like I said, my own fabric, it was not long enough. That's the length. It was not very wide. So I just made use of what I had. So this is how it looks. So you can see it on the side, and then I'll turn it for you to see the front also. So you can see the front, you can see the shape at the down part, and then you can see all of the drapes, and then you can see the side. So this was what I had left. I just twisted it at that back. So like I said, my own, I actually changed the design. I changed the drape style. Actually did not use this style of this drape again. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.